Welcome to Kuba, kids. Forget your preconceptions. Forget the tourist traps. We're going deep into the heart of a country frozen in time, a place where the ghosts of revolutionaries still linger in the cigar smoke, where the rhythms of salsa and the scent of rum are as much a part of the air you breathe as oxygen. This ain't no Caribbean postcard. This is Cuba, raw, unfiltered, and pulsing with a life force that'll grab you by the throat and leave you wanting more. From the crumbling grandeur of Havana to the sun-drenched beaches of Varadero, we're about to take you on a trip that'll tantalize your senses and challenge your perspectives. We're talking vintage cars, world-class cigars, and a history so rich and complicated it'll make your head spin. So buckle up, kids, because we're about to dive headfirst into the intoxicating world of Cuba's 10 must-visit destinations. Get ready to sip on some potent mojitos, dance to the intoxicating rhythms of Son Cubano, and discover a side to this island nation that most tourists never see. This is the real deal, folks. This is Cuba. Havana. She's a grand dame, faded but magnificent, with a heart that beats to the rhythm of rumba. We're talking crumbling colonial facades painted in hues of faded glory, vintage American cars rumbling down streets frozen in time. Start your day in Old Havana, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where you can practically taste the history in the air. Wander through cobblestone plazas, past weathered buildings that whisper tales of revolution and resilience. Get lost in the labyrinthine alleyways where the scent of strong coffee and even stronger cigars hangs heavy. Duck into a local bar, find a seat at the worn counter, and let the sounds of live music wash over you as you sip on a rum cocktail. Make your way to the Malecón, Havana's iconic seawall, as the sun begins to set. Watch as the sky explodes in a riot of color, casting a golden glow over the city and the waves crashing against the seawall. Havana is a sensory feast, a city that seduces you with its faded beauty, its raw energy, and its indomitable spirit. You'll leave with your senses ignited and your soul forever touched by its magic. Alright, after the sensory overload of Havana, you're gonna need a little downtime. And where better to unwind than Varadero, Cuba's answer to paradise? Picture this: miles of pristine white sand beaches kissed by the turquoise waters of the Atlantic. The sun on your skin, a gentle breeze whispering through the palm trees, and a cold mojito in your hand. This is Varadero, a place where time slows down and worries fade away. Spend your days swimming in the crystal clear waters, soaking up the sun, or trying your hand at some water sports. Feeling adventurous? Explore the coral reefs teeming with marine life. Prefer to stay on land? Take a leisurely stroll along the beach, the soft sand beneath your feet. Varadero is all about indulging in the simple pleasures of life. It's a place to reconnect with yourself, recharge your batteries, and simply be. Get ready to step back in time, kids, as we journey to Trinidad, a perfectly preserved colonial gem tucked away on Cuba's southern coast. Imagine cobblestone streets echoing with the clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages, pastel-colored houses with wrought iron balconies and squares buzzing with the rhythmic strumming of guitars. This is Trinidad, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where time seems to stand still. Wander through the cobblestone streets, soaking up the atmosphere of a bygone era. Be sure to visit the Plaza Mayor, the heart of the city, surrounded by grand colonial mansions that now house museums and art galleries. Take a break from the midday sun in one of the many charming cafes, sipping on a Café Cubano and watching the world go by. In the evening, head to the Casa de la Música, where you can dance the night away to the infectious rhythms of salsa and sun. Trinidad is a place to savor the simple pleasures of life. The sound of music drifting through the air, the taste of freshly brewed coffee, and the warmth of the Cuban sun on your skin. It's a journey back in time, a chance to experience the magic of old Cuba. Chapter 4. Vinales, Valley of Green Gold. Leave the city behind and venture into the heart of Cuba's tobacco country, where the Vinales Valley unfolds like a scene from a dream. Imagine emerald green fields stretching as far as the eye can see, studded with towering limestone formations known as mogotes. This is Vinales, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where time moves to the rhythm of the seasons. Here, farmers still cultivate tobacco using traditional methods passed down through generations. Take a horseback ride through the valley, breathe in the earthy aroma of tobacco leaves, and witness the age-old process of cigar making firsthand. Explore the hidden caves scattered throughout the Mogotes, their depths concealing underground rivers and fascinating rock formations. Hike to the top of a Mogote for breathtaking panoramic views of the valley below, a tapestry of green fields, red soil and blue skies. Vinales is a place to reconnect with nature, to witness a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. It's a place to breathe deeply, to slow down, and to appreciate the simple beauty of the Cuban countryside. Chapter 5. Cienfuegos, the Pearl of the South. They call Cienfuegos the Pearl of the South, and trust me kids, it ain't no exaggeration. This city is a breath of fresh air, a graceful blend of French sophistication and Caribbean charm. Forget the crumbling grandeur of Havana. Cienfuegos is all about neoclassical elegance, with wide boulevards lined with colorful buildings and a picturesque bay that'll make you reach for your camera. Start your exploration at Parque José Martí, the heart of the city, with its elegant Teatro Tomás Terry and the stunning Palacio de Gobierno. Take a stroll down Paseo del Prado, a lively promenade that stretches all the way to the bay. For the best views in town, head to the Palacio de Valle, a whimsical architectural masterpiece perched on the edge of the bay. Enjoy a drink on the rooftop terrace as you soak up the panoramic views of the city and the sparkling waters beyond. Cienfuegos is a city that seduces you with its elegance and charm. It's a place to enjoy a slower pace of life, to appreciate the finer things, and to soak up the unique ambiance that sets it apart from the rest of Cuba. Chapter 6, Santiago de Cuba, the Cradle of Revolution. Get ready to feel the rhythm, kids, because we're heading to Santiago de Cuba, the country's second-largest city and the undisputed heart of Cuban music and revolution. This is the city where the sounds of sun and salsa spill out of every doorway, where the streets pulse with an energy that's impossible to ignore. Santiago is a city that lives and breathes its history, a place where the past is never far from the present. Pay your respects at the Moncada Barracks, where Fidel Castro and his comrades launched their revolutionary struggle. Explore the Castillo de San Pedro de la Roca, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that once guarded the city from pirates. But don't just dwell on the past. Immerse yourself in the vibrant street life, lose yourself in the intoxicating rhythms of a salsa club, and experience the warmth and hospitality of the Santiago people. Santiago is a city that will stay with you long after you've left. It's a place where history and culture collide, where the air crackles with energy, and where the music will move your soul. Tucked away at the easternmost tip of Cuba, Baracoa is a world away from the well-trodden tourist trail. This is where Christopher Columbus first set foot on Cuban soil, a land of lush rainforests, hidden beaches, and a unique culture that has been shaped by its isolation. Get ready for a sensory overload. The air is thick with the scent of tropical flowers and the sound of exotic birdsong. The landscape is a dramatic mix of verdant mountains plunging down to meet the sea, dotted with coconut palms and banana trees. Hike through the Parque Nacional Alejandro de Humboldt, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is home to some of the most diverse flora and fauna on the planet. Explore the Cueva del Paraíso, a cave adorned with ancient indigenous drawings, a testament to the island's long and rich history. Indulge in the local cuisine, a unique blend of Spanish, African, and indigenous influences. Don't miss the chance to try cucurucho, a sweet treat made from coconut, honey, and nuts, or the region's specialty, teti, a small fish that is fried whole and served with plantains. Baracoa is a place to escape the ordinary, to reconnect with nature, and to experience a side of Cuba that few tourists ever get to see. For those who like their history served with a side of revolution, a trip to Santa Clara is non-negotiable. This is the city where Che Guevara and his band of rebels dealt the final blow to Batista's regime, cementing their place in the annals of revolutionary history. Santa Clara is a city that wears its revolutionary heart on its sleeve. You can practically feel the spirit of Che Guevara everywhere you go, from the iconic Plaza de la Revolución to the solemn Che Guevara Mausoleum, where his remains are interred. Visit the Tren Blindado, the site of the famous battle where Che and his men derailed an armored train carrying troops and supplies for Batista's army. It's a powerful reminder of the ingenuity and determination of the revolutionaries. But Santa Clara is more than just a historical site. It's a vibrant university town with a youthful energy and a thriving art scene. Take some time to explore the city center with its lively cafes, bars, and cultural centers. Santa Clara is a city that will challenge your perceptions of history and revolution. It's a place to reflect on the past, to engage with the present, and to consider the future of this complex and fascinating country. Ready for something a little different? Let's head to Holguin, a city often overlooked by tourists, but brimming with charm and natural beauty. Known as the City of Parks, Holguin offers a more laid-back vibe compared to some of Cuba's bustling cities. Start your exploration at Parque Calixto Garcia, the city's central square, a leafy oasis surrounded by colonial-era buildings. Climb the Loma de la Cruz for breathtaking panoramic views of the city and the surrounding countryside. For a dose of nature, head to the Reserva Ecológica Cerro Mayabec, home to diverse flora and fauna including the tiny tocororo, Cuba's national bird. Hit the beaches of Guardalavaca, known for their powdery white sand and crystal-clear waters. In the evening, stroll along the pedestrianized Cala Maceo, lined with restaurants, bars, and shops. Soak up the lively atmosphere and enjoy a delicious meal of fresh seafood or traditional Cuban fare. Holguin may not have the instant name recognition of Havana or Trinidad, but it offers its own unique charm and rewards those who venture off the beaten path. Get ready to get lost, kids, because we're heading to Camagüey, a city known for its labyrinthine streets, its charming colonial architecture, and its unique tinajones, large clay pots used to collect rainwater. Legend has it that the city's winding streets were designed to confuse pirates, but today, they just add to Camagüey's unique charm. Lose yourself in the maze of narrow alleys, stumble upon hidden plazas, and discover architectural treasures around every corner. Visit the Plaza San Juan de Dios, one of the city's most picturesque squares surrounded by colorful colonial-era buildings. Explore the Iglesia de Nuestra Señora de la Soledad, known for its stunning Baroque facade and twin towers. No trip to Camagüey is complete without seeing the tinajones. These iconic clay pots are everywhere, adding a touch of rustic charm to the city's streets and courtyards. Camagüey is a city that rewards exploration. It's a place to wander aimlessly, to soak up the atmosphere, and to discover the hidden gems that lie tucked away in its heart. So there you have it, kids. 10 slices of Cuban life, from the intoxicating chaos of Havana to the tranquil beaches of Varadero, from the revolutionary spirit of Santa Clara to the timeless beauty of Vinales. We've explored crumbling colonial cities, danced to the intoxicating rhythms of salsa, sipped on rum cocktails older than your grandpa, and maybe, just maybe, learned a thing or two about a country that defies easy categorization. Cuba gets under your skin. It's a place that stays with you long after you've said your goodbyes, a place that lingers in your memory like the scent of cigar smoke and the taste of strong, sweet coffee. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and discover it for yourself. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Cuba's top destinations. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel inspiration.